Yes, so apparently it is happening. But let's be honest, let's be real, something smells of shit.
They can't, can it? Anthony Joshua could knock Jake Paul out with his dick.
Spot on, Big John, bruv, which is why this all smells of shit, but let's discuss it. Now, one good thing to come out of all this is that the woman beating fucking Smurf ain't getting a big payday. Terrific stuff. Hope he's behind bars very soon, but as we know, it was originally meant to be a heavyweight Jake versus a lightweight in an exhibition. No one gets hurt and both men hear the final bell, but now we're meant to believe the replacement for Mini-Me is going to be Anthony Joshua in a real fight, 10-ounce gloves and no restrictions other than a weight limit of 245. And because of this, a lot of us right now are saying fuck off. I mean, look, do you know what? I will hold my hands up. If this happens, I'll give Jake all the credit in the world, and even if he gets knocked out within 10 seconds, which should happen by the way, I'll say fair play, great balls, enjoy your money, on we go. But like a lot of you, it's hard to believe that he really is that thick that he thinks he can be competitive in this fight or come out of it unscathed, which is why until the bell rings, we're obviously gonna be skeptical. Now, I know I'm probably about to get sued for everything I own after this video, but oh well, fuck it, that'd be more full Jake, to be honest. I'm fucking skint. Anyway, for the purposes of legality, I'm just going to tell you what my mate, Gary, said about this fight. Yeah, Gary.
Got it.
So yeah, speaking to Gazza the other day, he gave me some scenarios. He said scenario 1 could be that the contract as we know it, being a real Queensberry rules fight, 10-ounce gloves and all that, is in fact not the actual contract. And behind the scenes, they've done another contract in which all parties are happy and everyone walks away fully intact. Now, just like Gary, obviously this seems to be the one that general boxing fans have concluded is the answer, and I'm sorry about that, Jake, but that's just a fact, bruv. The rumours have been circulating for a long while now. I mean, the Chavez fight was the one that sticks out like a sore thumb. The son of a boxing great who went 12 rounds with Canelo, he got in the ring, looked down at his hands and went, oh, fucking hell, what do I do with these? Am I meant to keep them by my side or something? I just don't fucking know.
Jake Paul trying to bait Chavez into doing something. I mean, Paul would like a competitive fight. He wants to be tested a little bit. So far right now, Chavez Jr. not doing anything to trouble him.
I think Chavez is so hell-bent on landing the perfect shot rather than just landing a shot. Again, Chavez looked like he's struggling with his footwork.
Oh, big right from Paul. And you can see the red markings now on the face of Chavez Jr. as he's getting beat up by El Gallo de Dorado.
Uh-oh.
He took quite a long time to get into it, put it that way, and you've only got to look at the comments under them highlights to see how people felt about what they were watching. Same for Mike Tyson as well, by the way. So anyway, is this scenario likely? I mean, I'll get it, but say what you want about Eddie and AJ, I just can't see these two agreeing to having a little fanny dance with Jake, working to a script and all that. I mean, imagine if it does go the distance, they'll get fucking hammered forevermore. 50 or 60 million ain't to be sniffed at, and people do mad things for money, but you know, it's not like AJ's in a position where he needs money. He's got pound notes coming out of his bumhole. So of course you can see how people think this way, but I just am struggling to see it. Which brings us on to scenario 2. According to Gary. Yes, Gazza thinks they could be potentially lying about the glove size. Well, maybe. To be fair though, that probably don't matter, because even if AJ puts on 18-ounce gloves, he's still going to send Jake's nose to the other side of his fucking head. I'll see what Gazza's saying though, because it is baffling when you see the Gervonta Davis fight was going to be 12-ounce gloves, and the Mike Tyson fight was 14-ounce gloves. So why would he then fight one of the biggest punchers of the last decade wearing 10-ounce gloves? Ballsy or bullshit, you be the judge. But then scenario 3, ultimately, in the end, it won't actually happen, Gazza reckons. Yes, he said, who knows, there could be an underlying ulterior motive here. I mean, we can't forget that Jake has strung AJ and Edward on before, and not too long ago, in fact, when they were in so-called negotiations, but then out the blue, he dropped the Gervonta Davis fight. Now, you may have seen old John Fury make a little appearance earlier this week.
Saying that we're running away from him. We're not, mate. We're not running from you. You know, we offered to box you right next door to you, Canada. Anywhere in Canada, because we can't get to America, and you knew we couldn't get there. Offering 15 million. Stand on to your offer. For 15 million, we'll box you anywhere in the world, but I know it ain't gonna happen because you're not a stand-on man, are you?
Big up, Big John. So Gary wonders if maybe Tommy Fury is potentially on standby and a series of unforeseen circumstances could occur that lead to AJ not being able to fight, in which case Tommy steps in to save the day over in Canada. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, but what unforeseen circumstances? And I'd have to say, well, fuck knows, ask Gary. He means like legal issues, arbitrations, whatever. Make your own mind up. We've seen this happen a million times times before. And yeah, I suppose that could be a way of Jake being able to say, there we go, I was going to fight AJ, but so-and-so happened. Never mind, I still get the credit for picking him as an opponent, and now I've got a rematch with Thomas. Thomas, by the way, being the only real decent boxer that he's fought, and of which he lost. So there we go. But then I jumped in and I said, Gary, fuck off. You don't know what you're talking about, bruv. Maybe out of all this conclusion jumping, it's just simply a case of this. Scenario 4. But just before we talk about the rest of this madness, I'll tell you what, you'd have to be mad to not get on this little ditty for Christmas. It's the superstar of the shaving world, yes, Manscaped. Now it's a great time to upgrade your manly grooming routine, and their Performance Package 5.0 Ultra has everything you need. It includes the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, which features 2 interchangeable skin-safe blade heads, one for precise trimming and one for a closer finish, and it also has a larger dual-temperature LED spotlight so you don't cock it up and instead get your shave absolutely spot on. Plus it's waterproof as well, so you can jump straight in the shower and bosh, you can shave away. Now for you perfectionists, you get the free adjustable length setting combs from 1.4mm to 12mm. It also has got a 60-minute rechargeable battery and of course a travel lock for safe packing. However, it don't stop there. No, the kit also includes the new Weed Whacker 3.0 Pro for elite nose, ear and eyebrow grooming. Oh yes. This little bad boy will get you looking all fresh and crisp for your new film role or your men's health cover shoot. I mean, we can all dream, can't we? But again, it don't stop there. For aftercare, you get the Crop Soother post-shave lotion to help hydrate and reduce irritation, along with the Crop Preserver deodorant for anti-chafing comfort. It's all you need, you are sorted. However, just to sweeten the deal, Manscaped throw in their double comfortable Boxers 2.0 and the Shed 2.0 travel bag to keep everything organised. So cracking stuff, get yourself all sculpted this Christmas and check out the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Use code PROPERBOXING for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com. You will not be disappointed. Now back to the vid. Anyway, where were we? Yes, scenario 4. As I said to Gaza, maybe, just maybe, Jake Paul is a bit of a div. A bit of a div who actually believes his own hype, who actually believes he can beat Joshua and Canelo, and is basically now delusional beyond belief whilst trying to crush the shitty reputation he's made for himself in boxing. And well, if they do both enter the ring on Saturday the 19th and AJ does throw hands with bad intentions like he did to Ngannou, then ultimately we know that this is the case. Basically, he's just lost his fucking mind. But again, if this happens, then as I say, delusional or not, fair play Jake. What I want to know is though, has he ever sparred a decent heavyweight before? And I'm not talking about a complete unknown who's going to come into camp and just tap him about, being respectful because they're getting paid a decent fee. I mean, has he ever had the likes of an Ajagba or a Jared Anderson or a Bacoli in front of him, knocking lumps out of him, because that's what he needs for this camp. And I just wonder, when that sparring commences, will he go, well, this is bloody minging. I'm well out my depth. I think if someone like that does come into camp, he may come to his senses. I don't know, we'll see. But there has been one interesting development, apparently, according to old Spencer Oliver.
Something that I heard earlier on today, actually. There is a very famous trainer of heavyweights that is working now with Jake Paul for this fight with Anthony Joshua. All will be revealed very, very soon. I'm just going to throw that little...
Where's he based?
Dangle that little carrot out there.
In the UK?
He's based in London.
Yes, so then who could it be? Well, frig knows. But it's very likely that Jake's on a wind-up here and he's hired the man who helped Daniel Dubious knock AJ Spark out last year, Mr. Don Charles. I mean, he is a trainer of heavyweights, as we know. Chisora, Dubious, Harry Armstrong, etc. And he's based around London. So that'd be my guess, and I kind of hope it is, really, because that is quite funny, to be fair. But yes, on the other side, as you may have seen as well, AJ has now left Ben Davison and he's got a new trainer. Interestingly, he's training with Team Usyk. Now, let's have it right. He ain't moved to Team Usyk just for this fight, because he could have trained with fucking me to beat Jake Paul. But what this does tell us is that he's planning ahead with a big year in 2026 and wants to be tip-top and go out with a bang. So, personally, I'm very glad to see it. And anyway, just lastly, the finer details are that there is drug testing through USADA. Okie dokie. It's been approved and run by the Florida Athletic Commission, who will sanction just about anything, really. They'd allow a fight fight between Thor and Warwick fucking Davis if there's money involved. And there are conflicting reports on this, but the purses are apparently mental, as you can imagine. Some say a share of 100 million, each man getting $70 million. One said AJ's getting 35 million quid, who knows. Either way, it's going to make each man an absolute mint, and that is that. I mean, look, just like Gary, I am struggling to see it happen. I know Jake is a wally, but equally he is quite smart in regards to marketing, social media, attracting eyeballs and making money, and knowing that he is clever in that regard. As I said earlier, I think he is clued up enough to know that this is going to end with him splattered out across the canvas, hurt like he's never been hurt before, and is as dangerous as it gets. And all that's going to happen in front of the world, and I find it hard to believe that he's happy to be embarrassed like that. So I won't believe it till the first bell rings, and I wouldn't be surprised to see something happen in the meantime, but we shall see. Give me all your thoughts on it below, and don't forget to check out the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra. Use code PROPERBOXING for 15% off your entire order at manscaped.com.